burning walls. While the city fought for breath, flames were climbing through the towers. Smoke had darkened every step. Soldiers carried frightened children. Watchmen answered desperate calls, and beyond the eyes of mortals, angels stood above the burning walls. I thought the fire marked our ending. I thought no help could reach us all. Then heaven gathered through the darkness. Angels stood above the walls. Angels stood above the burning walls. Grace guarded every soul. Mercy moved among the ruins where the flames had taken hold. What the enemy called destruction could not silence heaven's call. God remained beside his people. Angels stood above the burning walls. Some had lost their homes to embers. Some had buried those they loved. Some still fought beside the gateway, praying strength would come from above. I had searched the sky for armies, for bright swords that all could see. But the Lord sent quiet courage through the weak surrounding me. Not every rescue comes with thunder. Not every shield is seen at all. Still the servants of the Father guarded life above the walls. Angels stood above the burning walls. Grace guarded every soul. Mercy moved among the ruins where the flames had taken hold. What the enemy called destruction could not silence heaven's call. God remained beside his people. Angels stood above the burning walls. Stand above my hour of burning. Stand where fear consumes the night. Guard the ones I cannot shelter. Lead the wounded toward the light. If my strongest walls are falling, if I hear the final call, let me trust the hosts of heaven standing high above the walls. Angels stood above the burning walls. Grace guarded every soul. Mercy moved among the ruins where the flames had taken hold. What the enemy called destruction could not silence heaven's call. God remained beside his people. Angels stood above the burning walls. Till the flames began to fall. And the morning found the faithful still protected through it all. Broken spears floated down the Jordan when the armies left the shore. Every shaft had known a battle, every blade had threatened war. Current carried them through reeds there past the stones our fathers trod, and the river bore the weapons far away beneath the hand of God. spirit take the point, I turn toward men. Let forgiveness cross the borders where the war begins again. If resentment arms my memory, if revenge becomes my guardian, lead me back toward living waters. Let my spirit sink in the Jordan. Broken spears floated down the Jordan. Grace move with the tide. Mercy wash the marks of violence from the wounded riverside. What had once divided brothers lost its strength beneath the water. God made peace flow through the valley. Broken spears floated down the Jordan. From the wounded riverside. Lost its strength beneath the water. God made peace flow through the valley. Broken spears floated down the Jordan. Broken spears vanished down the Jordan, past the stones beneath the water, and the people left the shoreline with no weapon against each other. CEDAR shook beneath the thunder when the storm crossed through the night. Every hinge cried through the temple, every lamp surrendered light. Priests stood waiting near the altar while the frightened gathered under, and the holy chambers trembled. Cedar doors shook beneath the thunder. I thought the doors could keep us sheltered. I thought the cedar would not sunder. Then heaven shook when we depended on. Cedar doors bowed beneath the thunder. Cedar doors shook beneath the thunder. Grace exposed the heart. Mercy called the proud and fearful from the places set apart. What we trusted more than heaven could not hold its strength much longer. God alone remained unshaken when the cedar shook with thunder. Some had worshipped polished chambers, some had praised the golden frame. Some believed the sacred building could protect a faithless name. I had hidden behind custom, never asking what lay under, till the Lord disturbed my refuge with the truth inside the thunder. Not to crush the weak who entered, not to leave the soul in wonder, but to break the false assurance, standing taller than the Father. thunder. Then the storm moved toward the dawn, and the people left the temple, trusting God and God alone. Soldiers still praying where the cold night met the field. Every sword lay on the grasses, every hand released its shield. Enemy fires cross the valley, horses sounded without fading. Still they bow beneath the darkness, dumbfound the soldiers still praying. The night would break their courage, I thought their hope was slowly failing. Then morning touched the lowered helmets, dawn found the soldiers still praying. Dawn found the soldiers still praying. Grace stayed through the night, mercy held their weary spirits till the hills received the light. What had started out as trembling became faith through patient waiting. God remained among the watchmen. Dawn found the soldiers still praying. Some had prayed for sons behind them, some for enemies ahead. Some confessed the fear they carried, some remembered those now dead. I had thought a warrior's courage meant his hands were never shaken, till I saw them choose surrender while the eastern sky was waking. Not because the threat had vanished, not because the war was fading, but because they trusted heaven, they remained upon their knees. Dawn found the soldiers still praying. Grace stayed through the night, mercy held their weary spirits till the hills received the light. What had started out as trembling became faith through patient waiting. God remained among the watchmen. Dawn, the soldiers still praying. Keep me praying through the darkness, keep me there when answers wait. Let me kneel before the battle, let me trust beyond the gate. If the night feels never ending, if my hope appears to be fading, let the morning find me faithful, let the dawn still find me praying. Dawn found the soldiers still praying. Grace stayed through the night, mercy held their weary spirits till the hills received the light. What had started out as trembling became faith through patient waiting. God remained among the watchmen. Dawn found the soldiers still praying. Dawn found the soldiers still praying. Dawn found the soldiers still praying. Grace stayed through the night, mercy held their weary spirits till the hills received the light. What had started out as trembling became faith through patient waiting. God remained among the watchmen. Dawn found the soldiers still praying. across the desert camp. When the noon burned white and still, every soldier searched the heavens, every tent stood on the hill. Water jars were nearly empty, dust had covered every lamp. Then the wings passed like a promise, eagle shadows crossed the camp. I thought the wilderness had claimed us, I thought no living thing could stand them. Haven't traced a sign above us, eagle shadows cross the sand. Eagle shadows cross the desert camp. Grace moved through the sky, mercy reminded weary soldiers. They were seen by watchful eyes, what the heat had made forgotten, what despair had tried to stamp. God still hovered over weakness, eagle shadows cross the camp. Some had fallen from exhaustion, some had lost the road behind, some remembered greener valleys, some had nearly lost their minds. I had prayed for sudden rescue, for a river near the ramp, but the Lord first gave assurance through the shadows on the camp. Not the ending of the desert, not the answer to each cry, only proof that we were covered by the keeper of the sky. Eagle shadows cross the desert camp. Grace moved through the sky, mercy reminded weary soldiers. They were seen by watchful eyes, what the heat had made forgotten, what despair had tried to stamp. God still hovered over weakness, eagle shadows cross the camp. Spread your wings above my journey, guard me when the ground is dry. Let your presence cross my darkness like a shadow from the sky. If I cannot see provision, if the heat surrounds the camp, let me know that you are watching when the eagle shadows pass. Eagle shadows cross the desert camp. Grace moved through the sky, mercy reminded weary soldiers. They were seen by watchful eyes, what the heat had made forgotten, what despair had tried to stamp. God still hovered over weakness, eagle shadows cross the camp. Eagle shadows cross the desert. Eagle shadows cross the desert. Eagle shadows cross the desert. Then the evening cooled the land, and the weary kept on walking underneath the Father's hand. Fallen watchmen held the northern gate when the outer walls were torn. Every torch had lost its brightness, every horn had ceased to warm. Wounded shoulders pressed the timbers, blood ran dark beneath the weight. Still they stood against the raiders. Fallen watchmen held dreams of children living in the houses near. I had thought the strongest soldiers were the ones untouched by pain, till I watched the wounded guardians stand between the homes and flames. Not because their fear had vanished, not because their strength was great, but because the lives behind them made them faithful at the gate. Fallen watchmen held the northern gate. Grace strengthened every scar. Mercy guarded sleeping families from the violence of the war. What appeared too weak for duty still refused to yield to hate. God stood firm among the wounded. Fallen watchmen held the gate. Hold me steady when I'm wounded. Hold me when my hands grow weak. Let me guard the ones behind me, though I scarcely stand or speak. If the darkness gathers northward, if destruction will not await, give me courage like the watchmen who remain beside the gate. Fallen watchmen held the northern gate. Grace strengthened every scar. Mercy guarded sleeping families from the violence of the war. What appeared too weak for duty still refused to yield to hate. God stood firm among the wounded. Fallen watchmen held the gate. Fallen watchmen held the northern gate till the morning crossed the plain, and the city found them standing through the blood, the fire and GILBOA'S hills mourned the king when the battle reached its end. Every valley held a silence, every soldier lost a friend. Broken armor marked the hillside, ravens circled on the wing, and the wind moved through the grasses. GILBOA'S hills mourn the king. I thought the crown would guard its bearer. I thought the throne outlived all things. Then sorrow covered every mountain. GILBOA mourned the fallen king. GILBOA'S hills Some remembered early courage, some remembered later pride. Some had followed every order, some had questioned where he led. I had thought a life was measured only by the songs we sing, till the mountain held both honor and the failures of the king. Not every memory is simple, not every grief has one clear meaning. We can mourn the man who perished without hiding how he lived. GILBOA'S hills mourn the king, grace stood near the slain. Mercy heard the nation grieving through the darkness and the rain. What had once inspired the armies could not stop death entering. God remained beyond the sorrow. GILBOA'S hills mourn the king. GILBOA'S hills mourn the king. Teach me how to grieve with wisdom, teach me truth without disdain. Let me honor what was righteous while confessing what brought pain. If my heroes fall before me, if no praise can change a thing, let me bring the whole remembrance to the God above the king. GILBOA'S hills mourn the king, grace stood near the slain. Mercy heard the nation grieving through the darkness and the rain. What had once inspired the armies could not stop death entering. God remained beyond the sorrow. GILBOA'S hills mourn the king. GILBOA'S hills mourn the king, grace stood near the slain. Mercy heard the nation grieving through the darkness and the rain. What had once inspired the armies could not stop death entering. God remained beyond the sorrow. GILBOA'S hills mourn the king. GILBOA'S hills mourn the king. Mourn the king till the evening lost its light, and the nation carried forward through the sorrow of that night. Hidden torches guided the refugees through the forest after dark. Every family moved in silence, following one distant spark. Enemy riders searched the highway, guards had watched the city streets. But beneath the trees and shadows, hidden torches guided the refugees. I thought the night would close around them, I thought no road could lead to peace. Then mercy burned in secret places, hidden torches guided the refugees. Hidden torches guided the refugees, grace marked out the way. Mercy led the frightened children toward the shelter before day. What the soldiers could not notice, what the darkness held staying, never fleeing enemies, till the Lord revealed that wisdom sometimes leads us quietly. Not every path must shine like daylight, not every rescue parts the seas. Sometimes heaven lights the next step through the torches in the trees. Hidden torches guided the refugees, grace marked out the way, mercy led the frightened children toward the shelter before day. What the soldiers could not notice, what the darkness helped conceal, God prepared a path to safety. Hidden torches through the trees. Light the path for those escaping, hide the weak from violent hands, raise up guides within the darkness, lead them toward a safer land. If my road must pass in silence, if no public rescue comes, give me light enough to follow, give me courage to move on. Hidden torches guided the refugees, grace marked out the way, mercy led the frightened children toward the shelter before day. What the soldiers could not notice, what the darkness helped conceal, God prepared a path to safety. Hidden torches through the trees. Grace marked out the way, mercy led the frightened children toward the shelter before day. What the soldiers could not notice, what the darkness helped conceal, God prepared a path to safety. Hidden torches through the Hidden torches guided the refugees, till the eastern sky increased, and the Lord had walked beside them on the secret road to peace. Crown the highlands black with smoke and offerings. Every ruler bowed before them, every priest obeyed the kings. Then the ground beneath them trembled, and the mountains heard his word. While the meadows split like clay, their iron altars cracked before the Lord. I thought the iron stood unshaken, I thought its idols would endure. Then heaven spoke against our worship, and every false foundation stirred. Iron altars cracked before the Lord, grace exposed the hollow shrine, mercy called the bound and blind. break the shrine of wealth and fame. Let no hunger for approval take the honor of your name. If I bow to human power, if my heart seeks false reward, send your truth through every idol, let it crack before the Lord. Iron altars crack before the Lord, grace expose the hollow shrine, mercy called the bound and blinded from the gods they call divine. What had fed on fear and sorrow could not stand before his word. God alone remained deserving. Iron altars crack before the Lord. Iron altars lay in pieces, and their smoke was seen no more. For the people turn from idols to the living holy Lord. Judges gathered beneath the oak when the morning court began. Every tribe brought forth its burdens, every widow faced a man. No stone palace hid the hearing, no high curtain blocked the pour. Only branches cast their shadow while the elders sought the Lord. I thought that judgment lived in chambers far from those whose voices broke. Then mercy made a court of branches, judges gathered beneath the oak. Judges gathered beneath the oak, grace listened to the weak, mercy gave the poor and voiceless room to stand and room to speak. What the wealthy tried to purchase could not silence truth beneath. God demanded honest judgment from the judges by the tree. One man claimed a widow's vineyard, one denied a worker's wage, one had bribed a city watchman, certain gold could hide his shame. I had thought the law was power, something rulers used as cloak, till the Lord restored its purpose through the judges by the oak. Not to serve the strongest household, not to favor wealth or blood, but to guard the weak from violence and reflect the heart of God. Judges gathered beneath the oak, grace listened to the weak, mercy gave the poor and voiceless room to stand and room to speak. What the wealthy tried to purchase could not silence truth beneath. God demanded honest judgment from the judges by the tree. From the judges by the tree. From the judges by the tree. Make my judgment free from favor, make my hearing slow and clear. Let me notice those forgotten, let me never bow to fear. If a title clouds my vision, if a bribe controls my hope, bring me back beneath your justice, like the judges by the oak. Judges gathered beneath the oak, grace listened to the weak, mercy gave the poor and voiceless room to stand and room to speak. What the wealthy tried to purchase could not silence truth beneath. God demanded honest judgment from the judges by the tree. Judges gathered beneath the oak till the evening shadow banners bowed in the wind. When the northern storm arrived, every crest was pulled toward earth, every golden thread untied. Kings had raised them over cities, sworn their glory would not end, but the sky refused their boasting. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. I thought the flags would rise forever, I thought their kingdoms could not bend. Then heaven humbled every symbol. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. Grace stood over every land. Mercy broke the pride of nations, built by violence and command. What had claimed the right to rule us could not master storm or sin. God alone remained unshaken. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. Every banner marked a border, every border carried grace, every ruler praised his homeland while another people starved. I had wrapped my faith in colors, made my tribe my closest kin, till the Lord revealed a kingdom no human flag could hold within. Not that love of home is evil, not that every cause is sin, but no nation stands above him. Every banner bows to him. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. Grace stood over every land. Mercy broke the pride of nations, built by violence and command. What had claimed the right to rule us could not master storm or sin. God alone remained unshaken. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. Bow the banner in my spirit, bow the pride that shuts men out. Let your kingdom rule my loyalty, let your mercy overcome. If I use your name for conquest, if my nation claims your throne, send the wind across my idols, leave me worshiping alone. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. 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 Grace stood over every land. Mercy broke the pride of nations, built by violence and command. What had claimed the right to rule us could not master storm or sin. God alone remained unshaken. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind. Kingdom banners bowed in the wind, till their colors touched the ground, and the people raised no kingdom higher than the holy crown. Oh, oh. The lamps waited for the bridegroom while the midnight road was still. Every doorway held a watcher, every flame obeyed the oil. Some had guarded their provision, some had slept without preparing. Then a distant cry lit their vessels dry. Some had laughed at those preparing for a coming none could spy. I had thought tomorrow promised, time enough to make things right, till the cry came through the darkness and revealed the state of light. Not through fear of being rejected, not by panic at the sound, but through love that stays attentive when no evidence is found. Lamps waited for the bridegroom, grace burned through the night. Mercy kept the faithful ready with a steady living light. What had looked like empty waiting became joy within the room. God rewarded patient watching. Lamps waited for the bride. Keep the oil within my spirit, keep the flame from burning low. Let me live as one expecting, though the hour I cannot know. If the night becomes exhausting, if my faith gives way to gloom, wake my heart with holy longing. Let my lamp await the bridegroom. Lamps waited for the bridegroom, grace burned through the night. Mercy kept the faithful ready with a steadily living light. What had looked like empty waiting became joy within the room. God rewarded patient watching. Lamps waited for the bridegroom. Lamps waited for the bridegroom. Then the doors received the light, and the faithful entered singing from the long and watchful night. Lamps waited for the bridegroom. Messengers cross the battle lines. Messengers cross the battle lines, while the arrows fill the air. Every step exposed their bodies, every banner marked them there. They brought terms to end the slaughter, words the kings refused to sign. Still they walk between the armies. Messengers cross the battle lines. I thought the swords had ended speaking. I thought no peace could cross Jesus, give me courage without deceit. If both sides condemn my pleading, if their arrows fill the sky, let me carry heaven's mercy through the darkness of the light. Messengers cross the battle lines, grace walked through the fire, mercy carried words of healing past the walls of human pride. What the armies called impossible, heaven still refused to leave behind. God sent courage toward the conflict, messengers cross the battle lines. Messengers cross the battle lines. And the war horn slowly died, for the Lord had opened pathways where the armies once divided. Rain fell upon the soldiers' graves when the mourners left the hill. Every banner hung in silence, every war drum rested still. Names were carved on simple markers, young and old among the brave. And the clouds released their sorrow. Rain fell upon the soldiers' graves. I thought the earth would hide their stories. I thought the years would blur their names. Then heaven wept beside the living. Rain fell upon the soldiers' graves. Rain fell upon the soldiers' graves. Grace covered every stone. Mercy stood beside the families, returning home alone. What the kingdoms called their glory could not measure what they gave. God remembered every fallen one. Rain fell upon the soldiers' graves. Some had died protecting children, some obeyed a cruel command, some had never understood why they were sent to foreign lands. I had thought that death made heroes of each choice the rulers made, till the crosses and the markers told me not all wars were brave. Not to judge the dead in anger, not to praise the wars they faced, but to mourn each life extinguished and to seek a better way. Rain fell upon the soldiers' graves. Grace covered every stone. Mercy stood beside the families, returning home alone. What the kingdoms called their glory could not measure what they gave. God remembered every fallen one. Rain fell upon the soldiers' graves. Wash the hatred from our memory, wash the pride from songs of war. Teach the children why we mourn here, teach them what remembrance is for. If the rulers call for battle, let us count the lives they claim. Let the rain become a warning, falling softly on the graves. Rain fell upon the soldiers' graves. Grace covered every stone. Mercy stood beside the families, returning home alone. What the kingdoms called their glory could not measure what they gave. God remembered every fallen one. Rain fell upon the soldiers' graves. the temple, while the rulers mocked his name. Every pillar held their idols, every torch revealed his shame. Blinded eyes turned toward the heavens, broken lips began to tremble. Then the strength he lost returned there. Samson's chains broke in the temple. I thought his failure sealed the ending. I thought his strength would not assemble. Then mercy heard his final pleading. Samson's chains broke in the temple. Samson's chains broke in the temple. Grace met him in disgrace. Mercy heard the fallen servant calling from his lowest place. What his pride had torn to pieces, God could use in one last struggle. Heaven answered his repentance. Samson's chains broke in the temple. He remembered every warning, every vow he had betrayed, every gift he used for glory, every reckless choice he made. I had thought that being chosen meant no consequence could enter, till his scars revealed the danger of forgetting who empowers. Not because his sin was harmless, not because the past was settled, but because the Lord shows mercy to the heart that turns and trembles. Samson's chains broke in the temple. Grace met him in disgrace. Mercy heard the fallen servant calling from his lowest place. What his pride had torn to pieces, God could use in one last struggle. Heaven answered his repentance. Samson's chains broke in the temple. Break the chains my pride has fastened, break the lies I chose to serve. Teach me not to waste the calling you entrusted to my care. If my failures leave me blinded, if my strength is only memory, hear me when I turn toward heaven. Meet me broken in the temple. Samson's chains broke in the temple. Grace met him in disgrace. Mercy heard the fallen servant calling from his lowest place. What his pride had torn to pieces, God could use in one last struggle. Heaven answered his repentance. Samson's chains broke in the temple. Samson's chains broke in the temple. And the pillar shook the ground. For the Lord had heard the fallen, when repentance was his sound. The ark stood between the armies, while the valley held its breath. Every spear was raised for battle, every road prepared for death. Priests remained beside the covenant, neither crown could claim its glory, and the presence of the Holy One stood between the armies. I thought the Lord belonged to betters, I thought our side controlled his glory. Then heaven judged our human motives. The ark stood between the armies. The ark charm. Some believed its sacred presence guaranteed no coming harm. I had treated faith like armor, something meant to serve my story, till the Lord revealed His holiness could never serve my glory. Not a weapon for ambition, not a prize of human victory, but the sign that every kingdom must bow down before His glory. The ark stood between the armies, grace answered to no throne. Mercy called both sides to tremble before God and God alone. What the kings had used for conquest could not make the Lord their property. He remained above their quarrels. The ark stood between the armies. Stand between my rage and action, stand between revenge and me. Let your holiness confront me before I name my violence peace. If I claim that you support me while I seek another's misery, break the idol of presumption, stand between the armies. The ark stood between the armies, grace answered to no throne. Mercy called both sides to tremble before God and God alone. What the kings had used for conquest could not make the Lord their property. He remained above their quarrels. The ark stood between the armies, and the valley heard no charge, for the presence of the Holy One was greater than their The final trumpet crossed the battlements before the breaking of the day. Every enemy horn grew quiet, every war drum ceased to play. Smoke still covered shattered towers, fire still burned along the ridge. Then one clear and holy sounding brought an ending to the siege. I thought the walls would fall by morning, I thought no strength could stop their rage. Then heaven answered through the watchmen, and the trumpet silenced the siege. armies go. I had prayed for swords of vengeance, for the ground to drink their rage, but the Lord brought liberation with one sound above the siege. Not a cry of human boasting, not a hymn to celebrate, but a declaration from heaven. Fear would not control the gate. The final trumpet silenced the siege. Grace rang across the stone. Mercy told the tired defenders they had never stood alone. What had thundered through the darkness lost its voice before the king. God commanded war to falter. The final trumpet ended the siege. Sound your trumpet through my terror, sound it through the walls of doubt. Let your promise drown the voices that declare there is no way out. If the night surrounds my fortress, if my hope begins to leave, let your final word be louder than the armies lay at sea. The final trumpet trumpets the siege. Grace rang across the stone. Mercy told the tired defenders they had never stood alone. What had thundered through the darkness lost its voice before the king. God commanded war to falter. The final trumpet ended the The final trumpet crossed the battlements, then the morning crowned the ridge, and the city heard the war horn. Heaven had silenced the siege. Warriors washed their swords in tears when the river met the plain. Every blade reflected faces they would never see again. Victory songs died in their throats. No one raised a cup or cheered. Only grieving hands touched water. Warriors washed their swords in tears. I thought the end would bring them glory. I thought the crown erased their fears. Then mercy showed the cost of battle. Warriors washed their swords in tears. Warriors washed their swords in tears. Grace stood by the stream. Mercy broke the heart in silence left behind by violent dreams. What the rulers praised as their swords beside the river when the morning sun appeared. For the Lord had started healing through the truth inside their tears. Gathered beneath the watchtower as the evening bell was rung. Every woman held a letter, every letter named someone. Watchmen searched the distant highway, but no marching feet drew near. And the shadows lengthened slowly over faces marked by tears. I thought the tower promised answers. I thought its guards would see much farther. Widows gathered beneath the watchtower. Grace stayed through the night. Mercy held the ones still waiting when no soldier came inside. What the war had taken from them could not take them from the Father. God remained within them, mourning. Widows gathered beneath the watchtower. Stand beside the grieving, let me share the weight they carry. Let me never rush their sorrow or demand that they be married. If no message brings them closure, if the road gives back no farther, keep your presence near the widows waiting underneath the watchtower. Widows gather beneath the watchtower. Grace stayed through the night. Mercy held the ones still waiting when no soldier came inside. What the war had taken from them could not take them from the Father. God remained within their mourning. Widows gathered beneath the watchtower. Zion standard rose from the ashes when the smoke released the dawn. Every tower stood in pieces, every former wall was gone.